Okay, so we'll start with our regular classes for VCF. As we have discussed briefly in demo, we will go in depth in this topic. In this session, we will go in depth about each topic. Okay, so VMware Cloud Foundation. It was born to compete with cloud providers like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, and all to compete with them. The people who went from traditional vSphere platform to cloud to attract them back and provide them more simplified and secure infrastructure. They have developed this VCF. Okay. Simplified means it's very easy to manage, and secure means company's data will be there in our building. And also, compared to vSphere we see a lot of issues regularly. It's not like it's a by design. Okay, it's not like man-made mistakes and all. It's by design. Let's say memory usage, CPU usage, some storage connectivity, network connectivity issues and all. It takes a lot of time to identify and fix it. So including the break fix things, not only like deployment and lifecycle management, including the break fix things, they have developed VCF. There are customer stories. People who are using VCF stated that they have reduced their P1 and P2 calls by 70 to 75%. Okay, so that means monthly, if they were getting like 10 calls, now there will be 3 to 4 only. Okay, it's like that. Okay. It's a simplified, very easy to deploy and manage and secure because the data will be in the customer own data center. Okay. And cloud platform. Okay. It's everything you can manage in your platform, the simplified operations. Okay. Same like any cloud provider provides you, they are providing you with this VCF. Okay. It's a simplified cloud platform. And also, if you want, you can add public cloud also. Let's say you have some VMs in Azure, customer related VMs in Azure. Okay. You can connect it with Azure and you can migrate here and there from VCF to cloud, and cloud to VCF also you can migrate, but we need to use a product called HCX here. HCX is a migration product. So in older days, we were using VMware standalone converter. That is not available anymore. It is completely stopped. This was used to convert some physical servers to virtual to virtual. Okay. And they have HCX that can do a lot of extra work compared to standalone converter. So we can extend the networks also from your office to another branch office, same networks we can extend. We can migrate multiple VMs at once. Like that. So that's why this product is completely killed. It's not available anymore, only HCX with respect to migration. And these migrations, you can do it from either way to either way, like from cloud to VMware, VMware to cloud, VCF to any other cloud, okay, anything like that. Fine, just so that's the product which will be used. So that using that product, we can move from public cloud to VMware cloud, VMware VCF, and also vice versa. That also extends the network. Okay. We'll see, like if our classes like VCF part, I'm expecting that we'll like completed in 30 days. If we get extra time, we'll discuss HCX as well. Many people are expecting HCX migration. If our time permits within this 30 days, we will discuss this one as well. Okay. Okay. So VCF will help like admins like us to solve a lot of issues, and also it will be very simple for people like us. So in older days, if you want to check the firmware compatibility, we mostly depend on the VMware interoperability matrix. So here we used to depend like VMware for firmware. It's not here. So to check with ESXi compatibility. Okay. So we can add only ESX7 from 8 vCenter 8.0 update 3 version. So these kind of compatibilities it can help us to do from VCF. It will just show whether it is compliance or not. And mainly the firmware also we can upgrade. For firmware upgrade, we used to go directly to the vendor CAMC or ILO, HP ILO, then upgrade the firmware. But in VCF itself, we can upgrade the firmware of the physical servers, and which is the compatible version, a stable version. It will suggest here as well. Okay. So lot of advantage for the administrators like us using VCF product. So first thing we'll try to understand the components of it, then we'll go with its architecture. Okay. Components of vSphere. First component we need to discuss is Cloud Builder. Okay. So this is an appliance. If you download from VMware website, it will be 28 GB. So something like I have downloaded. Here you can see. Okay. So 28 GB single OVA appliance. It will have all the information related to VCF products. All the appliances like SDDC Manager, vCenter, all the appliances together packed into 28 GB of data. 28 GB appliance you need to download OVA file that you can directly install on your laptop or any other gem server within the network, which is reachable directly with ESXi servers, the management ESXi servers. Okay. So four ESXi servers which are in the network, let's say 192.168.0.x. X refers to all the numbers in that series, all the IPs in that series, 0.1 to 255. So ESX hosts are in this range. Now your Cloud Builder VM, you can place it on a laptop or any gem server that should have same IP series. Okay. Now we connect all the four hosts. Let's say here like this. This can be admin laptop. This will be gem server. So you can download OVA here, and this OVA but if you download it at the gem server or admin laptop, we need VMware workstation or VMware player, Fusion player you need. In that, as a virtual machine, you need to deploy. Or you can directly place it on one of the ESXi host also. As a VM, directly you can import. Okay, this is Cloud Builder Virtual Machine. I'll just name CB, Cloud Builder VM. And this also should have same IP series as host management network, because it will directly communicate with the ESXi host IPs, okay, to deploy the SDDC manager, vCenter, everything. Okay. And this is one-time task. Once you deploy your platform, then there is no work for Cloud Builder. We can delete it. Okay. It is needed for initial configuration, deployment and initial configuration. And it should be in the same management network as host. Cloud Builder must be connected to same network as host management network. Okay. Now, this will be simple if you see we have deployed directly on one of the ESXi hosts for 250. Is it up? Okay, same like deploying an OVA appliance, we can directly deploy. Okay, Cloud Builder. I just click here, it will power on the console. If you click, it will power on. Okay. So I have connected this VM to same port group, management, lab management port group, which is also connected to the host management network. Okay. So once you deploy, the remaining part is called bring up uh, installation. It's not like you are installing everything as fresh. Everything is already ready. You just bring it up. Okay. Deploy and just bring it up. Bring up process. They call it as bring up process. Okay, during interview, you will hear these kind of words. You should not be surprised. Bring up is nothing but somebody set up already. You need to just set the proper like appliance. We deploy appliance, right? OVA file to as a virtual machine. Somebody prepared that machine already with OS application. Everything is properly installed. All you need to do is while importing the virtual machine, you need to give our network address, IP address, DNS, whatever, passwords, then just power it on. That's it. It's like bring up process. Okay. If you hear the word called bring up, you should not be surprised. If something is already configured, you need to just put the right values there, like IP and password, and just start using it. Like that. So during the build up process, bring up process, first will be SDDC manager will be deployed. This is very important component, and this is the main thing. Like if you see vSphere, vCenter is very critical one, right, for the management purpose. In here, VCF SDDC manager is the same job. Okay, this is a very important appliance which will manage our all the cloud objects. Okay. During the bring up process, SDDC manager will be automatically deployed. Okay. For that values, like for SDDC manager, what is the IP we need to give? Okay. For management, what IPs we need to give? That we will prepare in a sheet. In a planning sheet, Excel sheet, we will see that. Okay. In a Excel sheet, we will prepare all those machines, all those values like IP addresses, passwords, and all. During this bring up process, the cloud builder will deploy SDDC manager like here. SDDC manager will be deployed here. Okay, so it will be deployed, and this is very important component. Okay, so using all our day-to-day work, firmware upgrades of the ESXi servers, ESXi upgrades, patching, vCenter management, everything network like vSAN configuration, network pool creation, everything we do it from the SDDC manager. Okay, there are a lot of activities we can do using SDDC manager that we will discuss tomorrow, like what we can do using SDDC manager. Then it will build vSAN using this ESXi host local hard disk. And we will discuss about vSAN separately. It will be 3 to 5 days topic. If you are aware, that's good. Okay, if not, we will discuss anyway. Using the local hard disk, it will make one common data store. Every host will contribute to this common data store. It's a virtual storage. Same like however we have created virtual machine instead of physical machines. This virtual data store is created. Virtual data store. Okay, this is called storage virtualization. Here they have used concept called storage virtualization. It's not physical. Physical will be here on the every ESXi host. ESXi1, ESXi2. These hosts has physical hard disk. Okay, this is the physical storage. Using this physical storage, a logical partition is created. That's nothing but vSAN data store. Single data store for all the hosts. If you create any virtual machine here, how it will manage the storage? It's virtual, but this virtual machine data should be stored somewhere in the physical location, physical hard disk. మనం ES6 మెషిన్ లో ఒక VM ని ప్లేస్ చేస్తే వర్చువల్ డేటా స్టోర్ ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్ ఫైల్స్ అన్ని ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తాయి. ఓకే, బట్ యాక్చువల్ డేటా ఎక్కడో ఒక చోట ఫిజికల్ గా సేవ్ అవ్వాలి కదా. ఎక్కడ సేవ్ అవుతుంది? ఇక్కడ ఒక కాపీ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది, ఇక్కడ ఒక కాపీ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. Actually, it will maintain 2 copies of the data that we place on the ESXi host. Okay, I'm just briefly going in depth. We will discuss in vSAN topic. Okay, virtual machine files. When a VM is running, the files will be here, and the second copy will be here. Replica. It's called replica. Replica will be here. But if you browse the files will be found in data store, virtual vSAN data store. Even in case of any problem with ESX3, it will automatically will power on the second host. By which feature? If a host fails, who will restart the VMs? For the remote people. So try to interact. You will be in interactive or Flash. Okay, yeah, thank you, Durga. It will be HA. HA will restart the VMs from one host to another host, right? So during that case, it will see where is its replica and it will try to restart, place that VMs there. That's the architecture, like vSAN architecture that we will discuss later. Okay? So here the storage is virtualized, and this vSAN concept also will be handled by SDDC manager. Okay, while setting up, it will automatically set up this process. And the next important manager SDDC manager work is network. It will automatically deploy NSX manager here. Okay, it's a virtual appliance, same like our vCenter. It will be an appliance, and this is like management, like our vCenter. It is management. And the main work will be done by edge gateways. Manager is nothing like vCenter. Okay, the main work will be done by ESXi host. Physical resources and virtual machines will be hosted, like virtual machines we create on ESXi host. So in the vSphere part, the actual key component is ESXi. Here also in NSX manager is the top level, just management part. NSX edge gateways will do the actual networking work. Okay, switching, routing, firewall, lot of other services are there. So out of which we should know, one is firewall, which is security, NATing, transfer of the services, network address translation, okay, VPN. These three are important services. We need to, routing also is there, but we will not involve in routing because the routing will be handled by network team. So firewall, NAT and VPN, we can also handle it. Okay, we will discuss during the NSX manager. These are the edge gateway services we are going to discuss. If you know this firewall, NAT and VPN, most of your day-to-day networking work also we can manage with respect to cloud platform either it is VCF or AWS or Azure. Okay, these things also we can manage. How to manage firewall, how to manage NATing and VPN. These are the regularly used network services in any organization. We will discuss them, how we manage it. Okay, what is firewall means, what is network address translation does, what is VPN, how we configure, what needed. Okay, all those things we will handle. But not the complete NSX manager, like NSXT, we will not manage it. Only edge services which are required for day-to-day job, we will learn. Okay. These services will be handled by NSX Edge Gateway, but here they use clustering. Minimum 3 edge gateways will be used for redundancy. That means one edge gateway will be here, one will be here, one will be here. So in case of host failure, we still have 2 other edge gateways to handle the load. It is a clustering. Okay? Same like ESX cluster, edge gateways are created in clustered manner. Okay? 3 edge gateways will be there. Okay? They will be spread across multiple hosts, but not in the management host, not in the management vCenter. They will be in the production vCenter. We'll see why the reason they have placed it there. Okay. So now we have understood about 4 components. Cloud Builder, SDDC Manager. This is very important, same like our vCenter. Okay. Next, vSphere that we know already, vCenter plus ESXi. This will be deployed automatically. Okay. vSAN, storage virtualization, NSX Manager. Okay. These are the base things which are needed to run the business application. vSphere, vSAN and NSX Manager. Okay. And the components, still other components is like we can use vSphere for production application, right? To run your business application, actual production VMs will be in vSphere. So here we can run Tanzu as well. Okay. vSphere with Tanzu. It's nothing but containers. Now many other containers are like a competitive products for vSphere. Okay. Instead of having the entire virtual machine, let's say there is one virtual machine. You have installed Windows operating system. Let's say it took 14 gigs of disk space. That means operating system itself 14 GB is there. Here your business applications are installed. Okay. So just to run this business application, entire 14 GB of operating system is not needed. In this 14 GB of operating system, maybe around 1 GB of operating system files will be helping this application to run. ఈ అప్లికేషన్ రన్ అవ్వాలంటే ఈ ఎంటైర్ 14 GB ఓఎస్ అవసరం లేదు. ఎక్కడో దీంట్లో ఉన్న ఒక 1 GB ఆఫ్ మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ DLL files. If you see Windows operating system, it is built with DLL files. Some DLL files only will be helping these applications to run. Okay. ఈ మొత్తం ఓఎస్ కూడా అవసరం లేదు. సో ఒక అప్లికేషన్ రన్ అవ్వడానికి ఇంత ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ ఎందుకు? ఇది 14 GB ఆపరేటింగ్ డిస్క్ స్పేస్ తీసుకుంటుంది, 4 GB to 5 GB ర్యామ్ తీసుకుంటుంది, సమ్ CPU, so it will consume. So to compete with this operating system, containers are there. If you see Kubernetes, that is Docker, okay, from the Dockers, okay, Kubernetes is a product. So you will have one base machine. Okay, small containers. Containers directly will run here. It will not occupy 14 GB. It will have only DLL information which is needed to run some business application. అప్లికేషన్ రన్ అవ్వడానికి ఏం కావాలో అది బేస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది. అన్నెసెసరీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏమి ఉండదు. ఈ అప్లికేషన్ రన్ అవ్వడానికి ఏం కంటైనర్, ఏమేమి డిఎల్ఆర్ ఫైల్స్ కావాలో అవన్నీ ఉంటాయి. దాన్ని ఒక సింపుల్ కంటైనర్ అంటారు. ఇది చాలా లిమిటెడ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ రిసోర్సెస్ తీసుకుంటుంది విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు ర్యామ్, సిపియు ఆర్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్. ఇట్స్ ఎ ప్యారలల్ టెక్నాలజీ. So vSphere, VMware people have brought that also, containers also into ESXi. So on ESXi virtual machine, physical server, create virtual machine with Windows or Linux, whatever it is. Here you can run multiple containers. Okay. On top of virtual machine, you can have multiple containers. So that product is called Tanzu. We are not going to manage it, but this Tanzu workload also can be managed from the VCF. If you are already aware of Tanzu product, you can use directly VCF also for the management or to help the organization deployment. Okay, Tanzu containers also can be placed here, or the real business application. Okay, directly virtual machines only we can create for the customers. That also can be done. Okay. Next, Aria operations. Okay, so you might have already aware of VRealize operations manager. So just raise your hand. How many of you are already worked with VROps? VRealize operations manager. If anyone worked with it, if you have worked, just raise your hand. If how much you are aware of. Okay, no, it's okay. So we are going to completely discuss about Aria operations as well. So basically Aria suite, it will have 3 products. Okay, VMware Aria suite. It was VRealize operations manager. VRealize suite. It is changed to Aria suite now. Okay, that is also one of the recent interview question. The VMware VRealize product is renamed into different product now. Can you tell me? Like recently that was announced. Okay, Aria. Okay, there is no VRealize word. It is Aria now. So in that there are 3 different products. Aria operations manager. This will be used by many people. It is very good. What you call very good product. Many people use it. Okay. Log Insight and automation. Aria automation. But VCF will do the same work as automation. Aria automation. So maybe in the future it will be killed. Its usage is very less. VMware Aria automation usage is very less. Log Insight usage also very less. Aria operation itself has a lot of capabilities from inside Log Insight. Okay, so many people use only this product. It will be used for capacity planning. That means if you have 3 hosts, how much of VMs you can place with what capacity and all. If you have a virtual machine, you have given, let's say, 8 GB RAM to CPU, some business applications are running. Okay, your customer will say after some time, I am not using this much resources, can you decrease? Now how much to decrease? It's very difficult. You need to manually analyze from the performance tab. You need to manually analyze over 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, how much you need. Okay, you analyze the data. Let's say you decided that you can reduce to 4 GB RAM and 1 vCPU. Okay, but you need to manually analyze it. What time it is using more, how much it needed. That's manually we need to decide. If you use vRealize Operations Manager, this performance statistics, the performance information, VROPS will talk to the vCenter and it will try to get the data from every virtual machine, every ESXi host, every data store, every port group, okay, everything. It will automatically collect the data, automatically analyze the data. Directly, you need to go and execute one report, right sizing report on this VM. It will just within a minute, it will give you how much of resources you can reduce. What is the right sizing? ఆ విఎంకి ఎంత ర్యామ్ సరిపోతుంది, ఈ వర్క్లోడ్ రన్ అవుతుంది కదా, లాస్ట్ 3 month డేటాను అనలైజ్ చేసి విత్ ఇన్ ఏ మినిట్లో మనకి అవుట్పుట్ వస్తుంది. మనం మాన్యువల్గా 3 months డేటా అనలైజ్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఓకే, 3 months మ్యాప్ తీసుకొని కంపేర్ చేసి తర్వాత ఏ టైంలో ఎక్కువ ఉంది, ఏ టైంలో తక్కువ యూజ్ చేస్తుంది, సో యావరేజ్గా కంపేర్ చేసి ఎంత ఇవ్వచ్చు, అట్లా మాన్యువల్గా మనం కంపేర్ చేసే బదులు విత్ ఇన్ ఎ మినిట్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ద రిపోర్ట్ డైరెక్ట్లీ. So that's the right sizing. Okay. If it need more memory, that also it will show. Not only decrease, increasing also it will recommend. Okay. In like next 1 year, whether this VM need more memory or not, trend. Okay. Trend also it can give. It's like that. Lot of benefits are there with VROPS manager. Okay, vRealize manager. Now it is Aria operations manager. So that we are going to completely learn here, VROPS. So every product we will discuss individually. Okay. So SDDC manager, vSphere, this we are already aware that we don't you don't need much information on it. VSAN, NSX Edge Gateway Services, Aria operations. Okay. These are all the components of VCF. Okay, if anyone asks about what is like VCF or the components of VCF, SDDC manager, vSphere, vSAN, NSX manager, Tanzu for containers, and Aria suite. Okay, these are the components of VCF mainly. Okay, so by the way, like you should have some clue about what SDDC manager is used for. We use like vSphere unit, why vSAN, why NSX manager, why Aria suite, okay, Tanzu, this part, okay. And cloud builder is one-time task. Once you deploy everything, then we don't need that machine. We can delete it. There is no dependency. SDDC manager is an important component. So everything we manage on daily basis from SDDC manager. Log via web browser, log into SDDC manager IP, same like vCenter, and we can manage the components. Okay, so patching, firmware upgrades, ESX upgrades, network creation, storage, okay, everything we can manage from. And not only with respect to storage, like somebody asked in the previous class, it supports FC also and NFS also. Nowhere in the documentation they did not discuss anything about iSCSI because its use is also very less in the market. Most of the people are using FC or NFS or vSAN. Okay, iSCSI usage is less than 5% in the market. That's why in the documentation I did not see anywhere about the iSCSI storage. Nobody has even mentioned it. Okay, I'm not sure if it is compatible or not, but we can try in our lab. We have a iSCSI lab, iSCSI storage in our lab. We'll try if it is compatible. Mostly not. Okay. Any questions from this? You can unmute and you can ask me questions if you have. I'll send the theoretical documentation about each component, like what is the technical answers, except my words, like technical sentences will be there. If you want for more deeper understanding, you can read that. But these are the components of VCF. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss about VCF architecture, and very important workload domains. Okay, that will be very important one. Any interview, they will be asking what is workload domain. Okay. Thank you, Gautam. Architecture and workload domains we will discuss. And each topic will go in depth again. Okay. Anyway, just right now we have understood what are VCF components and how each component where it is related with respect to existing platform. Like what SDDC manager does, what cloud builder does. Okay, all this we try to understand and we'll go in depth about each topic. Okay. Excuse me. And this time we'll work with you, everybody. Like